My dear fellow citizens and my colleagues in legal profession and all the people who are interested in constitutional democracy, good evening to you all. Today I wish to address on an issue that ongoing controversy on the role of the Tamil Nadu governor in not inviting the TVK party leader Vijay to be sworn in as a chief minister of Tamil Nadu, being the leader of the single largest party in the recent assembly elections. My friends, the role of the governors in hung assemblies and increasing controversy surrounding the exercise of gubernatorial discretion. The recent developments in Tamil Nadu have once again triggered a national debate. Reports indicate that despite TVK Vijay leading the single largest party, the governor has allegedly insisted upon prior proof of majority before inviting him to form the government. That's why the constitutional impropriety in hung assemblies and the role of governors that I would like to share with you. My friends, the Governor Rajendra Vishwanath Arlekar has hesitated to immediately invite Vijay of TVK, leader of the single largest party, to form the government, insisting instead upon prior proof of majority support, raises serious constitutional and democratic concerns. This episode is not merely about the state or one political party. It concerns the larger constitutional question, whether the office of the governor is to function as a neutral constitutional authority or as a political gatekeeper capable of frustrating the democratic mandate as an agent of the central government. This raises a fundamental question, constitutional question. Can a governor insist on pre-verification of the numbers before inviting the single largest party to form the government? The constitutional answer, democratic conventions and judicial precedents strongly suggest that such insistence is contrary to the established parliamentary practice. Under our constitution, the governor is not an elected political authority. He is the constitutional functionary expected to act with neutrality, restraint, and constitutional morality. My friends, the settled convention in parliamentary democracy is simple. Invite the leader most likely to command confidence of the House, administer oath, and direct him to prove majority on the floor of the assembly within the stipulated period and not before the governor. The assembly, not the Raj Bhavan, or now named as Lok Bhavan, is the constitutional forum where majority is tested. This principle has repeatedly been followed in India. My friends, I will try to cite the previous examples. When Atal Bihari Vajpayee became Prime Minister in 1996, he did not possess majority in the parliament, in the Lok Sabha, on the day of invitation. Yet he was invited and given the chance time to prove majority. When B.S. Yediyurappa was invited in Karnataka state in 2018, despite lacking majority, the governor did not insist on prior demonstration of numbers because it's a BJP man. Similarly, in Maharashtra in 2019 also, same thing happened. Like Karnataka, Goa, and several other states, governors have repeatedly invited parties to form the government first and then left the ultimate determination to the floor test. So as far as the BJP party, when it emerges as a single largest party or its allies concerned, the governors are acting in a partisan manner and they are inviting the largest single party leader, that is BJP leader, to form the government and then prove his majority on the floor of the House. So why then should a different standard apply now in case of Tamil Nadu, in case of TVK Vijay? Constitutional conventions cannot operate differently depending upon which political party benefits. Selective constitutionalism destroys the institutional credibility. My friends, the Honorable Supreme Court has consistently emphasized that floor test is the only constitutionally valid method to determine the majority. Whether in S.R. Bomme versus Union of India or later judgments, the court has discouraged political manipulation through constitutional offices. The Sarkaria Commission also evolved guidelines precisely to avoid arbitrariness and partisan misuse of governor post, the gubernatorial discretion. The governor's office is not meant for political engineering or political manipulation. It is not meant for delaying a democratic transition of power. It is not meant for determining political preferences. It is meant to preserve constitutional continuity with neutrality. That's why Baba Sahib, Dr. B.R. Ambedkar, the father of Indian Constitution, warned, my friends, that however good a constitution may be, it can become bad if those entrusted with implementing it act in a partisan manner and if they are bad. Today, that warning appears increasingly relevant in case of Tamil Nadu governor. Federalism is part of the basic structure of our constitution. Repeated misuse of gubernatorial powers, that is the post of the governor, against the opposition-ruled states weakens the spirit of the cooperative federalism and undermines public faith in constitutional institution. The people vote to elect representatives. Representatives determine the majority on the floor of the house, on the floor of the assembly, that or parliament, whatever case may be. That democratic process cannot be replaced by subjective satisfaction at Raj Bhavan or Lok Bhavan. In a constitutional democracy, conventions are not empty formalities, my friends. They are essential safeguards against arbitrariness. If governors begin demanding prior proof of numbers before invitation while acting differently in other politically convenient situations and in case of their party leaders, constitutional neutrality itself becomes suspect. The issue, therefore, is not merely about one election or one state. It is about preserving the sanctity of parliamentary democracy, constitutional morality, and federal balance. The ultimate constitutional test is not in closed-door consultation, but on the floor of the assembly, before the representatives of the people. That alone is the democratic mandate. That alone is the constitutional property. And that alone preserves the dignity of the Constitution of India. The act of the governor is despicable, and he must set aside his political partisan consideration and must invite the TVK leader Vijay to form the government and prove his majority on the floor of the house at the earliest possible time. And that is the only option left to him. Thank you, my friends.